Theresa,
Yes.
we are in a tent community, Nickelsville in Seattle. Tell me about it.
That's AKA my home. So my family lives here. Actually, they've accepted me into their life about a year ago. Nickelsville, truly, I can say is my home. I grew up in West Seattle, so they happen to be in West Seattle at this time, so it's kind of nice that the two kind of coordinate. I came here a year ago. My mother had passed away in 2010 and was in and out of shelters. And I'm very grateful to have those experiences, to those shelters that are available for the women that need them. But I never got to grieve. Never being homeless before, and, just losing my mother was difficult, let alone to be on the streets. So when I came here, it was like a breath of fresh air. I don't know if the family here says that, but it was a breath of fresh air for me. I got an opportunity to grieve, and I would never trade these people for anything, no matter what. Again, we've gotten some bad press lately. Yeah, we have our share of problems. My family had their share of problems too when I was growing up. So
When I say, when people say that, I say, well, what I watch, if you had a bus full of nuns, they'd probably, and then somebody said, well, look at Congress.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
a homeless community obviously is going to have an issue just as any community does.
I mean, I worked for a Fortune 500 company, UPS, and of course they did all their logistics on how to run this office and the timely manner of it. And, we run a pretty well-oiled ship here, I would like to say. Given the even flow of people coming in and out, it is ever-changing. So it does make it a little difficult to adhere to certain rules. But we have great leadership right now. We always have, actually. Unfortunately, because of our rules, though, we've had to let go of a few people. Some of them my friends. Hey, out there. Some of them are in our green belt, and we miss them terribly, but they didn't follow the rules, and unfortunately are out there trying to survive on their own. It's not that easy. It's not that easy in here sometimes.
Right.
But I think we're spoiled here, actually. I can actually say that. I grew up a spoiled child, and we don't want for anything here, do we? I don't think we do. I've never gone.
It's still not an apartment. I mean, you're out here in the rain today. It's damp. It's yucky. You don't have running water. You don't have toilets.
Boo-hoo.
Right, exactly.
I'm alive.
To me, I'm an old hippie, so I love Nickelsville. However, it's really a slap in the face of homeless services.
It is.
Because every one of you should have been into some kind of a housing situation that's not a tent.
I agree. I mean, I've often joked around how if we could just get that 20% flat tax out of everybody in this United States of America,
right?
We probably wouldn't have a deficit, first of all.
Right.
I think the legalization of marijuana, just to touch on that just for a quick second, is a good idea. I think that it could provide a lot of jobs that are out there. Our government, God love them, doesn't want us to have all that, though. Who's controlling who? They say that we vote for them, but I don't know that. How do I know my vote actually counted?
So Nickelsville has been in this place for a while.
It has. We've been here for 2 years on this site.
Buildings here. When I was here 2 years ago, there wasn't buildings.
Right.
You guys are making it better. Goats and all kinds of stuff.
Goats.
And now you got to move.
Well, yeah. Ironically, too, the property's being bought by a company called Lifeline. What they do is they help feed homeless people. Low-income people.
Right.
The irony of it all. One of my questions was, couldn't we just stay here and work for our rent?
Right.
I never did hear a response to that, but I guess they're too busy fighting with the state and the city over the property. So I wish them the best. I mean, they deserve a place.
So where are you going to go?
I'd like to go
pick up all this.
Well,
you got gardens. You got.
If I had a choice,
chickens.
I have a cat. I mean, I'm worried about my cat. I'm not going to go nowhere where, first of all, my family can't be together.
Right.
Okay, I'm not having that. The animals, that's like my child.
Right.
I'll take a baseball bat to you if you go after that. All right. We want to be safe. We'd like to have electricity. We'd like to have running water. We'd like to have the basic needs.
You need your own property.
We would love that. We might have to have a little help, though. Looking at some church backing, possibly for 2 potential sites. where they would lease the property, even different, synagogues, churches, whatever you call them. On both of them, neither encampment would go past 100 people. We've discussed how to handle that. We want to be safe and we want to be together.
Yeah.
And if that means we stay here until we have that and get what we want, we have rights too. I think in some cases, as someone who's worked here most of her life, we probably have more rights than most people. We've earned them.
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
Shouldn't you put it like maybe right here? Shouldn't you put it maybe right here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My first wish would be for us all to be together and be safe. And that would be my only wish. I don't need any other 2. That would be it. I guess I would have a second one to have everyone feel the way I do about that. That would be it.
Well, thank you very much for talking to me.
You're welcome. Thanks for listening.